What's going on, y'all? St. Pipe here, aka Black Native. I'm feeling real good today. How you doing? Good. All things working for your good. That's good, man. All things working for mine as well, family. Thanks for asking. Before we get started on this video, I just want to invite everyone who's viewing this video to stick with me to the end to get the most out of this video. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you to subscribe. If you subscribe, you will become a Black Native. A Black Native is someone who is a complete being. Understand this, all of the colors, when put together, equal black. So black equals that complete, that wholeness, that fullness, that one energy, right? So that's why we're Black Natives, all right? If you have something you want to say, leave it down in the comment section. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and you always are welcome to share this with your friends, your family, or anyone you believe can benefit from this information. So today, I want to talk about hurricanes. I grew up in New Orleans. Right now, I stay currently in the New Orleans area, and we seem to always get hurricanes my whole life, right? I'm 25 years old. I was born in 1995. We've always had hurricanes, some worse than others, right? My thing is, how come we always get them? Which there's some science behind it, I get it. But I want to talk to y'all on a spiritual level about these storms, right? And about revelations and about energy and about how energy returns, right? So this is what I want to say. When I was growing up, they used to say, oh, that's because they brought the slaves over here, right, to the New Orleans area and to the south. And that's why these storms, right, that's why the storms come here, because that's actually the spirits of the African slaves that were brought over here. They are actually the spirits of the African slaves that were brought to America on slave ships in order to work hard for no money, no payment, and treated horribly. So they said that's how the African spirits actually get retribution and get revenge and payback on America, is by coming back against us in a form of storms with all of that energy, right? For their atonement. And that was something that I heard actually quite often when I was younger. The proof that they used was that the storms all originated off the African coast, right? And that they took the slave trade route back to America, right? That's what they were saying. And I get it, but I learned something recently that kind of confirmed a lot of things for me, because I never, like y'all know, I don't believe that all dark people, brown-skinned dark people, come from Africa. And I believe that the whole planet is Eden, right? I don't believe no one place was the origin of humanity. I believe that Eden, period, is the origin of humanity, because if you look at it, it is a garden, and that if you believe that one place is the origin of humanity, then oh look, 11 821, that's crazy, right? Y'all must have needed to hear that. And 335 11 again on the time. If you buy into the lie that one place, Africa, is the motherland, or South America is the motherland, if you buy into that, then the enemy already has you out of your seat, out of your throne. He already has you forfeiting some of your birthright, because we are Yah, we are Yahawah Yah, we are the children of Yah, right? We are the adults of Yah. We are the elders of Yah. If we do that, then we already are forfeiting some of our inheritance and already closing ourselves off to only a little bit by saying, well, I'm from this place, I'm from that place. So me knowing that, I stumbled across some literature, some videos on YouTube, you can check it out, of people disproving the theory that basically dark people, the slaves came over here, but in actuality, slaves, black natives, dark-skinned natives were taken from the Americas and brought to Africa, right? There's actually historical evidence and some things that suggest that the slave owners, the slavers, took black natives, brown-skinned natives from the Americas what we call today the Americas, what we call today the Caribbean islands, what we call today Central America, right? Took them, the Windward Island people, from the Americas to Africa, right? If you can't beat them, sometimes you just gotta displace them, right? And turn it into a diaspora, right? You could look that word up. But actually took us away. Now I'm setting something up, so don't get lost. I'm still talking about hurricanes, but I'm setting some things up for you to understand. What if the storms weren't spirits of Africans coming here to punish us, wasn't the spirits of those Africans, but was actually the spirits of the people who are from here returning to their homeland? Because they don't just hit New Orleans, they hit Florida, which were the Seminoles, Louisiana, Choctaw, the Chapatoulas, Mississippi. They hit the Tainos, they hit the Caribbean, they hit all of the Americas. They go back to these places, right? What if it's not that they're coming here to harm us, but that they are coming here to harm the people who are in our place? And if I know you can't see my face, so if this is your first time tuning on to this video, I am a dark-skinned, brown-skinned man. But so when I say our people, I'm talking about brown-skinned, dark-skinned, black natives, black Americans. And when I say not us, I'm talking about them. And in this point, when I say them, I'm talking about people who maybe their ancestors did deport or displace some of the black natives back in the day. So what if these hurricane spirits, right, aren't African spirits coming to America to punish us, but are black native spirits returning like a homecoming, right? Going back home, coming back home to these different places. Clearing out those who don't belong, paying them a visit. Because we are resilient people. Everybody know that. All people are resilient, but we are very resilient down here in New Orleans. That's bar none. No one's arguing that, right? Everyone knows that the people of New Orleans, people of the South, are very resilient and tough, and we feel at home. I believe New Orleans is sacred land, and that's why they want us out of here so bad. But just think about that. I'm not telling you anything. I'm asking you questions. Go do your research. There's proof showing that they took South Americans from South America who were Masons. If you know anything about a Mason, they build. And where there's builders, there's civilization. So these weren't wild, crazy tribal people with no kind of civilized societies. They had societies. They were South American, brown skinned, dark skinned people that they took from there. They were Americans that they took from homeland America, right, and brought them to the Caribbean, right? If I take you off your throne, I don't have to kill you. I just need to sit on your throne. Like, that's the idea. They brought the South American people to the Congo. These Masons, not just anybody, people who could build. It's in books. They brought them to the Congo in Africa. Those people who were who they brought to the Congo, right? They did in fact escape some of them. They did bring some Africans to the Americas, but they did not have millions of Africans come to Americas. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. There were not millions of Africans brought in slavery, right? My point is, just think about it. Just think about it. I'm not giving you any answers. All right, I'm not telling you what's real to think. Maybe you still think that, but I was just sharing with y'all, what if these storms were actually coming home instead of attacking us, but just coming home and washing away those who don't belong? And we just have to see it that way. If you look at the right history, It's easy for me to tell you that you are from somewhere else, because now you're gonna look at that place as home and keep trying to go there, like Marcus Garvey, keep trying to get us to go there, and that's not even our home. So you can have the blessed place. This is the Holy Land. This place is blessed. This place was blessed. Why you think they came here? Think about it. Even in the Bible, the evil people always sought out the Israelites. They always sought out the Israelites. The Israelites did not look for them. Darkness always seeks out evil. Always seeks out light. Light does not seek out darkness. So just think about that. But it's just a lot of things that's going on with these hurricanes, man. It just don't seem right. They're getting bigger. They're coming more often. It's just crazy. More powerful. 2-3 in a Gulf at one time. You know, and then the next 2 weeks, they already know that there's more coming. You know how much resources it takes for a perfect storm like that? 1129, 1111. You know how much it takes for a storm to be generated naturally? Do you even think these storms are natural? Tell me down in the comment section, do you even think these storms are natural right now? Because there's been some videos and some talks and some conversations that lead me to think maybe these storms are not naturally generated by Mother Nature. You know, they might be generated by mankind, or human for that. Actually, human, not mankind. Mankind wouldn't do that. Human, right? That's just something for y'all to think about, man. I think there's two options for me, right? I know Yahawah is all in control, but I think, you know, those black natives knew magic. They knew how to prepare themselves. They knew how to set themselves up. You know, they knew how to make deals with entities. That's just a fact. They knew the spirit realm. I think maybe the black natives knew how to affect the world after they left. And they returned home, and when they returned home, they destroyed those who took them from home. Their aim is to destroy those who took them from home, and maybe they did a ritual or made a deal with some kind of entity that when they do cross over into the afterlife, they get to have revenge. And it might cost a certain amount of deaths. See, when you deal with magic, you have to suffer too. You have to lose something. So that's why black people die too in these storms. But it might be worth it if they could just get rid of the people who were or not from there. That's one possibility for me. Remember, with magic, you always have to pay. You always have to pay. There's always a payment. You either pay now, pay later, pay directly, or pay indirectly, or pay for a longer period of time. It's like credit. That's how karma and grace works. I'll make a video about grace in a little bit, y'all. But I think they pay by killing us a little bit in order to get rid of them, is to get rid of white people or those who they feel or took over their land. That's just my thoughts on it. And they did a ritual or some kind of a magic or deal with some kind of an entity to make this happen. Or maybe they didn't have to do nothing. They just were high-level beings. Because before television and all of these different technologies and all of this pollution in the water, our ancestors were high-level beings, man. They really were. That's why they had pyramids. They got pyramids all over the Americas. They got mounds all over America. Mounds with artifacts put in the ground. You know, like that's just a fact. Y'all need to do your research. A lot of people, black people, want to worship Egypt so bad. Do that. Do whatever the hell you want. But you in America, so you might as well look up and see the beautiful energy that's available to you right now without you getting on the damn plane. Look up the mounds. Look up why they even have mounds. I bet y'all don't even know. Native Americans, they built mounds because they used to put dead bodies in them. Not just dead bodies for people, but for giants. Because giants could fit. You couldn't just dig a hole deep enough for a giant. So you had to pile up dirt on top of the giant while he was on the ground. I bet you didn't know that. I bet you didn't know the Smithsonian Institute took the stuff. Every time they find it, they take it and they say they're going to put it in a museum, but they just hide it away so nobody can ever find it. I bet y'all didn't know that. But that's for another video, man. You know, that's for another video. Look, man, what y'all think about these hurricanes? I want to know y'all opinion. Please leave it down in the comment section. This your boy, Black Native. And I love y'all. Peace. I'm out.